Now, I'm not the type to tell people I told you so, but I did. I did, didn't I? I told you this was gonna happen. But let's get into it. Lil Wayne reference track from Drake. All right, all right. So the saga continues, and I knew this was gonna happen. I know this is gonna hurt people's feelings, and I said that in the last video. As a matter of fact, let's just cut to that right now. This is a clip from me discussing the Vori reference track for Drake that released, and just Drake in general having ghostwriters. Let's roll that clip now. Okay, so it takes a lot of time to come up with that as a writer. All right, now if you're trying to fast track records, if your record company needs you to put out as many records as possible, then the lower artists who are not on, artists who don't have all the intangibles that they need to become stars, they make reference tracks for the bigger artists. And newsflash, they also sign NDAs. When you ghost produce for somebody, when you ghost write for somebody, you sign an NDA not to tell. So now you have people who are engineers or whatever, or who didn't get paid, that happens a lot, who leak the track or who tell, right? Who break the NDA clause. But to me, this is not as big of an issue as people are trying to make it. Kendrick told us this, okay? He told us. That's why I started off by saying what I said, by quoting that verse in King Kunta. What did y'all think he was talking about? All right, so I believe it was yesterday morning, this reference track for Lil Wayne from Drake for the song I'm Single. This is Drake doing, I believe, the first verse and part of the hook. So let's play that right now. Now, here's the thing. As I've mentioned now in a couple of videos discussing the ghostwriter situation and the reference track situations, and those links will be at the end of this video. Links to those videos will be at the end of this video, okay? Drake it was rumored that he was the ghostwriter for Young Money back then when Young Money was first being formed. Okay, there's the Gilly the Kid rumors as being a ghostwriter for Lil Wayne. And here's the thing, when somebody's a ghostwriter, they're not supposed to tell. Most of the time you sign an agreement not to tell. I said that in the last video. So them admitting it means something went wrong with the business, or they just goofy and they gonna mess up their money, right? But here's the thing. Fans just have to realize, look, Santa Claus is not real. All right? Santa Claus is not real. Some artists are not as good as you think they are. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not talented. It just means that they don't write all their material. And if you feel it's egregious, I understand that, because there are artists who do write their material. I had a discussion with a commenter who was very passionate about this subject matter. And he felt that I was kind of towing the line. Shout out to Dion McKissack. I think that's how you pronounce that. Sorry, Dion, if I mispronounce your name. But and I understand where he was coming from, because this is shocking to a lot of listeners of music. But for those of us who make music, you understand this is how it goes in studios sometimes. Actually, not more times than not, but more than you would think. All right. And it's not so much people are trying to hide, or because a lot of times the people are credited again in the credits on the record, just like Drake was credited in the credits as a songwriter on this single, on I'm Single by Lil Wayne. He's the songwriter. Him and Lil Wayne are the songwriters for the song. So that means Drake wrote part of the song. They didn't put his name in there because they couldn't think of nothing else to do. Okay, just like Vori was credited on the Drake record as a writer. They didn't do that because they wanted to do him a favor and he didn't write nothing. That means he wrote something on the song, and the list goes on. Go through your favorite artists just to save yourself the heart attack. I'm gonna say this. Go through your favorite artists' discographies now, all right? And look who the writers are. If there's other known artists, vocalists, who are not beat makers, listed as writers on the song, then they probably wrote part of the song. They wrote something. That's how it goes. So, and to me, what everybody should be looking at is this could be a diversionary tactic, because the ghostwriting allegations are the least of the allegations that Kendrick made during the battle. And to me, this is taking heat away from the other allegations. Y'all have to shout out to, I think it was Champ One Up in the comments, who also brought this up. This could be a diversionary tactic to draw attention away from the other allegations and the other things Kendrick was alleging towards Drake and towards his camp and other people in the music industry, especially on Meet the Grams. Go check out the lyrics explained to Meet the Grams on this channel right here. Now, I saw people discussing this on Twitter. I saw people discussing it on YouTube, and they were caping for Lil Wayne. Listen, don't do it. All right? You're just going to make yourself look silly. They was saying, well, maybe Wayne made the song first, and then Drake was going to make a version, but then Wayne, no. All right? Because Drake would not be a songwriter on Wayne's version of the song if that was the case. There's no reason for him to be a songwriter. If he didn't write some of what Wayne was saying, he wrote it, okay? It's okay. A lot of your greats have done this. Not a lot. Let me change that. Some of your greats have done this. And this is their process into making records. Because I don't want to implicate people who write all their own lyrics for sure. Now, hooks are fair game. That's record company stuff. The record company will make you change the hook or make you put a person on the hook. I don't blame the artist for that. But look, man, when people are turning out a lot of music quickly, they're getting help in most cases. Okay, this is why I just saw an interview with Schoolboy Q, and he was discussing how Kendrick has taken 5 years for a record before. SZA has had 5 years in between records. He has had 5 years in between records. Isaiah Rashad has had 5 years in between records. Now J-Rock has had 5 years in between records, and that's because they're really working on the craft, and it's mainly them. And he said they were trying to make things too perfect, which you can look at it that way, but you can look at it as they're just not using microwave techniques to make their records. They're actually trying to write everything. Now, I'm not saying that I know 100% if they wrote everything or not on their records. I don't know. But it takes longer when you have to write everything. And when you're not pilfering songs from other artists that are half done, that are a quarter of the way done, that are 2/3 of the way done, and then adding a couple verses to it, or adding just a couple bars to it in some cases, where the beat and everything and the song structure and the topic and all of that is already formed, and you just throw verses on it. It takes a lot less talent to do that, but that's what a lot of artists do. This is how they create a lot of their hit songs. When you listen to an artist's album and there's a big difference in some of the songs according to the other songs, like the radio songs, they probably got help with the radio songs. That's just the way that goes. When you see artists feature with artists that are signed to them, and that artist raps in a totally different style, and then the main artist raps in that same style on that record, more than likely the artist that's signed to the bigger artist wrote the whole record, and the other artist just came in on one of the verses, probably took the artist's verse and added some words, changed it, made it fit their style. But the under artist was the ghostwriter for the record, for the bigger artists. And yes, rappers, hip hop, MCs, people who are known to be good at lyrics have done this. I don't give a damn what they tell you. Now, you can look up on YouTube right now. I was going to put it in this video, but I'm not going to, because rest in peace, B.I.G. But Juicy, the whole premise of the song was somebody else's. The beat, the guy's name is even Notorious B1 from Mississippi, I think he's from, right? And the song was called Big Daddy. You can look it up on YouTube. Okay, it's Juicy. It's just Big put his verses on there. But the whole concept and the fact that they took Notorious from the guy's name, and he probably got paid for all this. Hopefully he did, but Diddy is Diddy. So we know what that's about. This is the reality, y'all. And you just gotta accept it. Santa Claus is not real. Okay? You don't know everything you know about your favorite artist. This is something we should know by now. Cat Williams warned us about this. This is what it is. This is how it's gonna be. It's not just gonna happen to people you don't like or people who are not popular at the time. Some of y'all favorite artists, some of our favorite artists may be getting exposed for, at the very least, not writing their own material. Hey, it is what it is. So let me know what you think in the comments below. King Kunta, which Kendrick told us in King Kunta, I'm gonna say it again, he told us that video will be dropping today at 11 o'clock. This one's dropping, of course, early in the morning. So if you see this before 11 a.m., King Kunta would be on the way. I told you I was dropping that today. I am gonna drop it. King Kunta Lyrics Explained. And this happened in perfect timing for me to drop that video because Kendrick Lamar told us that they were sharing bars, like they got the bottom bunk in a 2-man cell. He told us. So, and he said they. He wasn't talking about one person. He wasn't just talking about Drake. He said y'all been sharing bars, like you got the bottom bunk in a 2-man cell. All right. So, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. Hit the notification bell. Let's share the video. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subs. We're creeping up on 3,500. So I appreciate all the help and assistance. I thank all of y'all for that watch the videos, that's already subscribed, that hit the like button, that comment below. I'll see y'all in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we out.